Hello, the objective of this video is to learn about and use the order of operations. Many of you may have learned about the order of operations before, or you were told about this thing called Pemdas. And many of you may think of the order of operations as being Pemdas, but Pemdas is not an official term. It's just a mnemonic device used to remember the actual order of operations. They also put into a sentence sometimes, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Pemdas. P for parentheses, E for exponents, M for multiplying, D for dividing, A for adding, S for subtracting. And that is the order of operations. That order. M and D, A and S are grouped, however, so you may end up doing dividing before multiplying sometimes, and you may do a subtracting before adding sometimes. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes here. All right. Why do they have the order of operations? Well, if they didn't have the order of operations, when you have something like as simple as 9 minus 6, 6 plus 8, you can get different answers here. 6 plus 8 is 14. 9 minus 14 is going to give you a negative 5. But if you do 9 minus 6 and get 3, 3 plus 8 would give me 11. Same problem, two different answers. There has to be a standard so that everyone looking at the same problem will get the same answer. If not, you're going to end up having chaos in the world because math prevents the chaos. All right, moving on to the next one here. Grouping within. There is a grouping with multiplying and dividing. They are grouped together, so whenever you encounter multiplying and dividing together in a problem, you are going to work from left to right. In this example, working from left to right, 12 divided by 2, I encounter the divide before I encounter the times. So I'm going to do the division first. 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. So this becomes 6 times 3, which is equal to 18. If I had done the multiplying first, I would have gotten 6 here. 12 divided by 6 would have given me 2. But that's wrong. You've got to do from left to right when you've got division and multiplying together in an equation or expression. Adding and subtracting are also grouped, and you're also going to work from left to right when you encounter both of those operations in one expression. Here we have 12 minus 5 plus 3 minus 1. If I did the plus first, I would get 8. So 12 minus 8 minus 1. 12 minus 8 would give me 4. 4 minus 1 would give me 3. But that's not the correct answer. I have to do from left to right. 12 minus 5 is going to give me 7. So I have 7 plus 3 minus 1. Now I'm going to add 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 minus 1 is going to give me the 9. The order does make a difference in the answer. This is wrong. This is right. The order of operations starts with grouping symbols. The P in Pemdas stands for parentheses. I even said it earlier, parentheses. But it is meant to represent all grouping symbols, including the parentheses, the fancy brackets, the square brackets, and the fraction bar. The fraction bar is a grouping symbol that a lot of people overlook. Here we have an example. 25 minus 9 over 4 times the quantity, 8 minus 12. Well, we see the obvious grouping here. So let's take care of that obvious grouping first. 8 minus 12 is going to give me negative 4. So this whole thing is going to be equal to 25 minus 9 over 4 times negative 4. I'm not going to start doing any dividing here. Before I do any of this dividing, even though dividing comes before subtraction, I need to simplify the top and simplify the bottom before I do that dividing. So essentially, this and this are grouped. I need to simplify these two before I can do the dividing. 25 minus 9 is going to give me 16. 4 times negative 4 is going to give me negative 16. And 16 over negative 16 is going to give me negative 1. So there is a grouping symbol within the fraction bar. Multiple groupings. When you have multiple groupings, you need to work from the innermost grouping to the outermost grouping. Here I've got the square brackets and I've got a set of parentheses. The set of parentheses are inside the innermost set, so I'm going to work with that first. So I'm going to do the 5 plus 3, which is going to give me 8. Everything else stays the same. The bracket there stays the same. The 24 here stays the same. I still have divide. I could put the parentheses here, but they're not necessary anymore. Put the bracket there, plus 7. Everything else stayed the same. The only thing I've done so far is that set of parentheses. Now, I have to do the other set of parentheses. So I do the 24 divided by 8, which is going to give me 3. So I have 3, square brackets, 3, plus 7. When you have a number next to a set of grouping symbols like this, whether it be parentheses or square brackets, it's understood you are multiplying. Multiplying gets done before addition. So we do 3 times 3, which is 9. Then we do the adding. 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. Too many people try and do this all in their heads or all in their calculators. And yes, there are some calculators that will do the order of operations for you correctly. But as I always say with computers, there's garbage in, garbage out. If you don't put it into the calculator correctly, you're not going to get the right answer. It's better to do each step yourself and write it out. Write it out. Too many people make mistakes because they try and do it all in their head or all in their calculator. Write it out. I hate killing trees as much as the next person, but you got to waste some paper to really get the math done. Oh. Okay, here we have a couple of you-dos that want to hit me in the head. All right, here we have 6 you-dos that you need to work on. Pause the video, try them. I'm going to show you the answers in just a minute here. Come on, pause it, try it yourself. All right, welcome back. Here are the correct answers for those. You'll notice 1 and 4 have the same answer. Doesn't matter what order you do the adding in, you've got to do the multiplying first. Since you do the multiplying first, this breaks down to be 24 plus 24, no matter which one you're working with there. Over here, you've got to do 12 minus 16, which is going to give you the negative 4. Negative 4 plus 5 gives you a 1. Here you do the dividing first. 99 divided by 11 is 9, then multiply by 3, and you get 27. Here you do the 5 minus 3 to get 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. 3 times 18 gives you the 54. Here, you're going to simplify the top and bottom. Simplify the top, you get 18 minus 9 is 9. 4, well, you got to do the 1 times the 3 first here. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 9 over 1 is 9. All right. See you in class.